So, last night, we had a big ball of matzah that was gonna expire. So we made a pizza, and we don't have a rolling pin, and we didn't have flour. So the pizza was of an otherworldly quality. That dough though, not quite where it needed to be, but edible. It's edible. So I have it here because I'm hungry and I'd like to eat. So I'm gonna take a bite real quick while I do some menuing. I'll be quiet while I chew because it's really loud, but I'll do some menuing here. Chad, I finished one pizza. I know it doesn't look great. In fact, it's a fucking mess on my plate, but it's got dough, pizza sauce, and a whole lot of mozzarella. How could that be bad? Show us? Okay, here, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. There you go. Get a good look at that. Andrew took a picture, so Andrew has a picture. Wow, I haven't given you anything, have I? Not that you really need it. I think I wanted to give somebody extend. I don't remember who, though. Really is huge. Alright, chat. Two characters got special skills, right? Reduce power required to transform to 110. Okay, that's the one she got. Who was the other one who got a new skill? Was it melee? Snooze grants HP regen. Okay. Support the vendor in player phase 3 uses. It wasn't Lily. It wasn't Lily. Was it Hina? Yeah, sacrificial doll. Unit with support, defend, or target a unit regardless of whether the support defense skill is equipped. Only works on the unit in the front of the team. Oh, cool. Okay. Honestly, I think we're fine. I'd have to care about this more on a higher difficulty. Unfortunately, because I started on easy mode in EOSD, the save file carryover keeps it on easy mode. So even though I couldn't realistically play on normal mode at this point, there's no way to change the difficulty. So I'm just kind of along for the ride at this point. But I will play it like legit on for complete box. I'll play it legit. Secondary you can adjust. I might do that, but I might just play it out to see everything, and then on complete box I'll play the game like legit. Because originally I played this because I wanted to see all the animations and stuff. I wanted to see as much as possible because I knew this game had a lot of cool stuff in it. So I figured it was more worth it to play on easy so I could realistically see everything a character can do. As opposed to just like, I can't use this character because I'm bad at these types of games. I don't think I need to do anything here. I think we're just gonna... These are items. These are fine. Alright. Alright. We're good. Move on. I got pizza! Taste and chew! Oh. Good. Hard to stop eating. Let's start. Carefully, please. Proceed carefully. I know. I'll try not to run on any rocks. Oh god, chat. Chat. It's a dark blowhole, right? What if you think rocks are gonna be actual enemies? That'd be awesome. I never thought we'd be coming back to the underworld like this. I'm surprised the path we used to get the surface is still usable too. This place is close to the surface, so I bet no one ever bothered to come plug the hole. I want to fight a rock, it just stands there. No one's throwing it. But this place is even darker and more depressing than I expected. I'm sure that reflects the personalities of the yokai who live here. Hoping we can just finish up down here and get out before we run into anyone. Well, this is a surprise. I would have expected you two Crotega to be jumping with joy over the chance to interview new people. I briefly considered it, but ultimately it's not a good time for that. Now that we're breaking the non-interference pact, we should remain on our best behavior. We seem to be stepping on tiptoes around it, but is this non-interference pact of yours really so important? Of course, we aren't very well informed about what exactly the underworld is either. To put it simply, the underworld is an underground world isolated from the surface. Its origins can be traced back to when the Oni left the surface unmasked to settle in the ruins of hell. All of them? Does that include you too, Sika? Yeah, I guess. This place was supposed to be a new home for the Oni. But nowadays, it's just a nest for all the hated yokai. And who might those be? There are all manner of them, those whose powers cause them to be detested, as well as those whose very existence is shunned. The one commonality they share is that they find it difficult to coexist with mankind on the surface. Whether they're through their power or by instinct, their mere presence on the surface would cause harm. Had we not segregated them, Gensokyo's continued existence would be in jeopardy. I see. So as a means of crisis management, very prudent. But isn't the reasoning biased towards the surface dwellers? I'm sure there must be some yokai with good in them in the underworld too. Maybe so, but at the very least the non-interference pact was a mutual agreement from both sides. Are you claiming it wasn't just Gensokyo unilaterally expelling those who deemed inconvenient? I couldn't say how the underworld yokai feel about the issue, and I have no intention of making excuses for it. However, I'll admit that as a result, we have been unable to establish cordial relations. Erin's ears perk up when she heard the word segregation. She's all about that. I live on the moon! I'm from the moon! So you didn't have any other options then? Must be tough being the manager. Certainly is. Anyway, this sort of dangerous place we'll be trespassing in. We'll need to be even more vigilant than usual. If we run into yokai, underworld yokai, allow me to negotiate first. Be sure to convey that everyone we have out scouting. Roger that. I hope morale doesn't drop in the cold, though. Brr, it's freezing. For crying out loud, isn't this where the hot spring was coming from? Shouldn't it be warmer? Hey, there's a bat flying around here. Whoa, where? I wonder what kind of lasers it shoots. Settle down, you two. We're not here to play. Why not? It's the first time we've been to the underworld. All smiles. Head empty, all smiles. Chat, did you read the doujin that I talked about? The one where Ruma gets a tent and goes camping with Kagero and her friends? Did you read that one? I really like that one. Highly recommend it. The sound really echoed nicely down here. I bet it would be a great place to sing. Can't believe I never thought of that. An all-natural music venue. Good grief, something tells me that won't be happening. Don't forget to keep an eye on your surroundings. If this is a trap, then it's likely that we'll be ambushed. Right, just a bit further and the cave should be start to open up. You're awfully well informed. Oh, right, didn't you come down here before or something? Correct, although at first we were just lost and didn't realize this was the underworld. By the time we noticed the yokai had already laid their eyes on us and we ended up fighting. I heard about their viciousness through the grapevine, but it sounds like it's really true. So what were the monsters you saw like? Were they wearing skulls on their necklaces or brandishing sickles and chains? What exactly are you imagining? Well, I've only heard stories about the place. Never actually seen it for myself. It wasn't spiked pauldrons and leather or anything. It was actually pretty normal. Oh, that's why that wasn't responding. Alright, chat, I accidentally moved ahead because I hit the button and it didn't go, and that's because my computer did the thingy. Now, the game still works, thankfully, so we're okay on that front, but you are dead, so I have to fix you. I can bring you back. Oh, that reminds me, chat, I finished watching Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, and I can safely concur that was the worst use of my time I've ever done. That game's existence is so pointless that I actually want my money back, and I'd even buy the fucking game. Streamer, you can't say that. Well, no, I can, because everybody's thinking that. That game was a collection of shitty VR mini-games, and the payoff for the endings was garbanzo beans. It's not worth it. Straight up, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. None of it is important. I mean, sure, the first ones we met are a bucket yokai and an earth spirit. An earth spirit named Yamame. You gotta be careful around her. Oh, my game actually froze. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Why? I mean, that's my wallpaper, yes, but why? What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, so chat, I opened the game back up and it was just nothing behind it. But except the background, which is why you could see part of the file explorer and Junko's badongas. But that's just because that's where the position it was in. That wasn't planned. Thank God I saved. We're gonna have to match the text a little bit. I've never seen that happen. It's a bit unfortunate. Anyway, I have pizza again. I'm gonna make a chewy. Got something to tell you? Yeah, I got something to tell you. I have like 100 different images that cycle through for backgrounds. And it just so happened that today, when I started streaming, it was Junko. And her boobs are in the middle of the screen. It's a good wallpaper. Brother, I got a wallpaper that has Mommy Show on it. Come on now. They're just good images. What a funky little coincidence. It's true, though! It's true! Alright. Let me mash while... I gotta finish eating and mash to our spot. I'm over here. Chile! coming back. You gotta be careful around her. You know, funny you say that, because the last little bit, I'll talk about it more when I get into it, but I've been watching a ton of dual logs videos on cards. I'm learning Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. An earth spider named Yamame. You gotta be careful around her. Oh, is it someone Tori knows them? The earth spiders used to live on Yokai Mountain way back when. They would pollute our rivers and stuff. They're dangerous. A spider yokai, huh? I guess they have bugs down, bug yokai down here too. Thank you, Exum, for the resub. So what kind of yokai was she? Since we're both bugs, then maybe... She's not the kind that makes many friends. She possesses the power to control diseases. According to what I've read, she can freely inflict incurable infections. Ew, yeah, no thanks. But still, I'd like to meet her at least once since we're down here and all. So this is why you're forced to come, huh? Even if her power is dangerous, maybe she'll listen to what we have to say. Dreamer now knows what a pendulum... No, I don't. I don't know what a pendulum does, is, or what. I just watch videos on cards that are bad. Because those are the funniest ones. True. Since some of us met her before and came away healthy, I'm sure we could at least talk. No way, who knows what she'll do to you if you let your guard down. We've never gotten along with the earth spiders, and I can guarantee they hate us right back. You're right, but that makes this really complicated. If you do run into her, do whatever you like, but don't forget that why we're down here. Focus on figuring out where the vengeful spirits come from. Then we'll still gotta clean that mess. True, there's another reason to stay vigilant. Alright. We're back on this map. I've been here before. XZ's monster. Stop it, Patrick! You're scaring him! Looks like nothing out of the ordinary. Been hearing some weird rumors about the groundwater heating up below, though. Good work, Yamame. Find anything on your end, Kasume? Nope, nothing unusual. Plenty of places where the ground is hot, though. Maybe they messed up the adjustments down in the remains of blazing hell. Well, how about we stop worrying about it and just head home for the day? Oh, in that case, I found a blocked off old well nearby. Is it okay if I go check it out? This is where the boat was. Yeah, I know. I played this chapter as Marissa, when I came down here by accident, and then the last game ended with them coming down here and taking the boat out. Better not. If it leads to the surface, then there'll be nothing but trouble. Oh, the cave really did open up. Right, first we need to check out our surroundings. Look, they're over there! Yamame, there's a huge ship coming for the surface! I could see that. And are those surface dwellers hanging around nearby? I guess we got caught right away. And it's that yokai, the one who... Yeah, it's the earth spider we were just talking about! Bridge, come in, can you hear me? We've confirmed several underworld yokai directly ahead of us. So how are you gonna get through this? I still can't tell what they're up to. Please leave this matter to me. Someone came out! Are you going to try talking to them, Yukari? Well, we certainly haven't come here to start a war with the underworld. Moreover, I'm acquainted with those yokai. I believe there is room to negotiate. Say to the surface, I can't believe you came this far. For quite some time, Earth Spider Yamame Kurodane and Tsurube Otoshi Kisume. We haven't met since Spring Lab last year, but perchance, do you remember me? Of course we do. It's not every day that we get a visitor like that. Due to various circumstances, we've come to perform an investigation in the underworld. We'd like to be let through without any fuss. Seriously? What could you need that many people to investigate? Currently, an unprecedented amount of vengeful spirits are erupting onto the surface from below ground. We believe that the cause of this lies in the underworld. Vengeful spirits on the surface? First I heard of that. Are you just using that as a lame excuse to keep an eye on the underworld? That is not our intention. As this is a state of emergency, we believe such measures are... The birds! The bats! That's a lot of bats! We're surrounded by hell crows, and they look angry. It seems our presence here has provoked the yokai. You girls just reeked from the surface. This was bound to happen. You're not supposed to be here, so why don't you just skedaddle already? We're not gonna let you through either. Seems like negotiations have broken down. I suppose that leaves us no choice but to fight. Please deploy, everybody! Okay. Alright. So Riguru has to be in there. But Riguru is a bad level. Riguru will not survive. Alright, well. We're doing it. If possible, I'd hope to settle this through discussion. It's almost as if we're being rejected of instinct rather than through reason. Oh, the nerve. How dare you waltz into the underworld? And I'll give you an underworld welcome. Enjoy it on your way to the next life. Now, what could that completion be? 51. Trigger Yamame and Kasume's spell cards on the same turn. Brother, what? How the fuck do I do that? Did my Windows just crash again? It did. But I can still control my game. Dude, I just got double passade. Like, what the fuck? Operation could not be completed. Excuse me? What? I can't close Chrome. Wait, I can see you. Chat, I can see you. You're moving. I can see you perfectly fine. You thought you got away? Nope. Well, that was strange, but okay. Oh! Never mind. Clicked out of the game, and it's broken again. It's broken again. Alright. There is no sense in that at all. Okay. Let's try again. Once more with feeling. It's very strange. I should continue. If it crashes, it's okay. But if I click out of the window at all, which I have to fix everything, it makes the game basically freeze on the screen it's on. So obviously I save habitually anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But it's still really fucking annoying. Alright. So, they both have a spell card and it wants me to activate them on the same turn. Okay. Do you think Wriggle dies to a level 45 Crow? Yeah, you know, I think she does. Hina? Actually, you know what? Aya. I want Aya to get juiced. How dare you mere crows attack us Crow Tengu? Hey you, you're in the way, so say something already. What, you're ignoring me? Please be careful, Hell Crows aren't the same as surface crows. They're physically stronger and their favorite food is carrion. I'm opposed to cannibalism. I wonder, do you think we could use one to dispose of leftovers back at the mansion? What? What a waste of perfectly good crow. This isn't the time to chat, people. Here it comes. It's a bird. Alright, we're back. We are so back. I give it 5 seconds. So yeah, chat, I've been watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And straight up, the funniest fucking thing I've seen so far is the fact that there was a card called Treeborn Frog, right? Alright? It was called Treeborn Frog. And what this card does is if you don't control any monsters on your side of the field, and it's in the graveyard, I think that's what it is anyway. There's a requirement, but you can special summon it on to your field and standby phase. So it's a really good, like, really good. It's a pretty good way to put, like, material on your field, right? So it's funny because the card got updated text that specified later that its effect was strictly once per turn. And the reason for that is because there was a cool monster, two actually, but the main one I want to talk about is Light and Darkness Dragon. So Light and Darkness Dragon is like a 2800 monster, and it has an effect where when a card effect is activated, it loses 500 attack and defense, and it negates the card. So what happens is you play the frog, and the dragon has to negate its effect, preventing its summon. However, because you can just use the effect again, you can bring the frog out again until eventually it doesn't have enough attack points it doesn't have enough attack or defense points to stop you from doing it. So the dragon is just stuck on the field with 300. So no matter what you did, it was coming out. And it was the funniest shit. So they updated the card text to specify that it can only happen once per turn. I've read a couple of them. By the way, chat, can you explain to me something? What the fuck does errata mean? I understand what an errata is, but where does the term come from? Because an errata is when a card's text gets updated. But, like, what exactly is an errata? Is that like somebody who works on Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, it's just a word? Is it a real word? I thought it was like a name. Erratas are funny. Andrew told me about a good one. I think it was Mask of... I think it was Mask of Restriction. It's E-R-R-A-T-A, I think, errata. Yeah, Mask of Restriction. I'm pretty sure he told me that that card has undergone 5 different text changes. And he went from ascending to descending order. And the first iteration of that card was like, no matter what the circumstance... Well, that bird dodged. No matter what the circumstance, no player contributes summon. No matter what. Absolutely no fucking exceptions. Like, oh, okay. Errata is defined as an error in print or writing. Oh, okay. I thought it was how we, like, refer to, like, changes to things as, like, devs doing it. Like, you know, when Miyamoto gets his hands on games. But he gives it a little bit of that shiggy spice. Hold on, were there restrictions for losing to Tori dying? I certainly hope not. She'll be okay though. Old Yu-Gi-Oh cards are great. I watched a bunch of videos on older cards that are not good. Another one Andrew told me about that I thought was funny was the 100 Eyes Dragon reprint. Because 100 Eyes Dragon, the way its name is spelt in its card accidentally makes it a target for Red Eyes specific cards. Because 100 Eyes, cut 100, you get red-eyes. So it's a Red Eyes card. So you can search for it with a card that specifies Red Eyes. So they had to change the card text to remove the hyphen, so it is not affected by that. That's funny. Cards like that are funny. But he talked about a lot of like really old and bad cards. That just like, they're old cards obviously, like really, really old cards. But man, there's some really bad effects back in the day, huh? I like the one that was, it was one where you pick 3 cards. You pick 3 cards. 1 a monster, 2 spell or trap. And your opponent has to pick. And if they pick the monster, you get to summon it. And if they don't pick the monster, you discard everything. That was a really fucking bad card, by the way. But, like, cards like that just exist. And they're fascinating. I think one of the most interesting cards... It's really interesting when there are cards that exist specifically. They exist specifically as, like, it was designed to deal with this card. And the main one I think of for that is Double Snare. There's a spell card called Double Snare that specifically its effect is it destroys a card on your opponent's field that prevents the use of trap cards. And I'm pretty sure that card came out in the same set as Jinzo. So it's basically a card designed specifically to kill Jinzo, because Jinzo just prevents you from using traps. And Jinzo's a really strong level 6 monster. It had the same attack points as Red Eyes. And his effect was also like... It is his effect, look what I say. But like, cards like Fissure existed already. Dark Hole and stuff like that. There are... Regeki, like these are all really dumbass cards that are still relevant because they were just so strong. They were just so strong. Actually, you know what, chat? Let me pull up something for you because I need you... Oh, I need to show you this. I want to show you a card I had as a kid, and I want you to look at it. Okay, hold on. Alright, I want you to look at this card, chat, and tell me what you see. Hold on. Okay, look at this card. So, chat, what do you see? In the picture, what do you see? I want to know what you see. Tell me. A blast? Okay, what about the silhouette? What is the silhouette? What does that look like to you? A man looking in disarray. A guy in front of a nuclear explosion. Looks like a dude. A guy screaming. Okay. Are you gonna be so Andrew? Let me tell you what I saw as a kid for this card. You see that man with his hands on his head? I thought it was a skeleton man. Okay? Like, I thought its head was the oval, its eyes was the gap between the arms and the head, and the rest of it was its dangly body after it just fucking exploded back there. I thought that figure was what caused the shit happening behind them. Just a gaggly little skeleton guy. And when I saw the card again, I was like, wait a minute, that is not a gaggly little skeleton guy. That's a man. Why the fuck did I see a gaggly little skeleton guy? That card's bad, by the way. If you couldn't tell. It requires you to send 5 cards in your hand to the fucking graveyard to board wipe. These are cards that existed when Dark Hole and, like, Giant Trunade and Harpy's Feather Duster. Maybe not Heavy Storm, but, like, there are some really fucking strong cards in early Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're released along some real garbage. Chat, this is my invitation for you to tell me about more stupid cards. Because stupid cards are hilarious. I watched one while I was working out, actually, about top 10 beat sticks. I guess I was naive to think they let us pass through without it if we didn't explain ourselves. I suppose this is what Yuka meant when she was talking about the seeds have been planted. All sorts of sorrows have piled up here, leaving it full of strange misfortune. Why are you talking about it like it's someone else's problem? Isn't that all because you surface yokai forced us down here? But you're the ones who polluted the river first! Do you even know how much everyone in the mountains has suffered because of that? Oh, you're that Kappa. Yeah, I don't do that whole playing nice thing. It doesn't sound like she's going to hear us out. Maybe the surface and the underworld yokai will never get along. But don't you have friends you get along with? Huh? Who are you? I'm Wriggle, a bug yokai from the surface. On the surface, we bugs get by helping each other out. If you're a bug yokai too, then I'm sure that's just the opinion of a brat who can't survive without leeching off others. Where does some know-nothing Tyler like you get off calling yourself the same as me? How about you stop talking like you know the first thing about us? That wasn't... Damn, Wrigley, you just got shut the fuck down, didn't you? Alright, hold on. I need to heal. Who's got trust? Don't you have, like, full heal, idiot? Yeah. Give faith. Fully replenished allies HP unit. Have faith in yourself, jackass. Hey. Okay. Where am I? Frog Jam is not a frog card. I don't know what Frog Jam is. I guess I attack, right? Rainbow, can you fire some needles? Maybe soften this bitch up? I'm gonna do that. Okay. Here's a cool one. I forgot it. No, okay. It was Utopia. I learned about Utopia. Specifically number 39 Utopia Double. And its ability to basically search a specific spell card, double or nothing, then special summon 39 Utopia, and then have Utopia attack, and get double its attack from 2500, but then cancel its battle phase with its effect, which allows you to use the spell card you got from double, which makes it so if a card effect is negated, then it, like, the battle phase replays, but it doubles your attack. So it just turns into a 10k fucking smack. And you just fucking die. Alright, we're attacking. Frog the Jam is from McDonald's. They needed to change the name so it's not a frog. Whitehorn Dragon was a promotional card. I don't know what that move was, but it was kind of wiener. Harpy's Brother. Oh yeah, that card was actually pretty decent because it just had it was an 1800 4-star monster. Like, that's pretty good. Pew. Utopia is silly. Frog the Jam. I don't know this card. I had some promotional McDonald's cards, and I had Actually, I don't want Mercy to attack. Can Sakuya attack from here? Oh god, that thing is so dead. I'm trying to attack that thing in a way that Nitori can follow up. Maybe I just attack with Patchy and not... you know what? No. Marissa can't follow up there. Marissa can still follow up there. 2 non-direct lasers will kill. We're gonna hit this one. I'm gonna tell Marissa to stop, though. Okay. I forget what Whitehorn Dragon did. It was a 6-star monster with like 2200 attack. I'm pretty sure its effect was pretty good. Relinquish, and so much text they couldn't add which ritual card you needed to use to summon it. I know about Relinquish, because he's silly. Frog the Jam. That's a good name. Penguin Knight. Dude, I know nothing about penguins. Hold on. That extends into Yu-Gi-Oh! And out. This card is sent directly from your deck to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent. Unite your graveyard cards in your own deck. Shuffle them and form a new deck. What? What do you mean, unite them and shuffle them and form a new deck? What does that mean? What do you mean a new deck? What? Isn't it just... It's not just shuffling your graveyard into your deck. But what does that mean, form a new deck? How do you draw out of it? I don't know how you're supposed to draw out of it. Oh, I think, pretty sure Night Moonlit Ray hits, yeah. I think it's okay to leave Wriggle and, yeah, with these ones. Who do I want to get the XP? Who's the lowest level? It's Moko. Moko's gonna be up here. Ruma doesn't need EXP, she's Ruma. I'll give it to Snai. I'll slap it, yeah. Okay. They didn't put some tune restrictions to tune damage. Should attack. Okay. I don't know what card you're specifying there. I know about the tune stuff. I've seen Christian use it actually before. Like, you use Toon World with 3 tune codexes because it mills like 4 cards out of your deck for you. Because you use Toon Table of Contents to search for a card with tune in its name, including a copy of the same card. So you can run it 3 times and just get it out of your deck. And then the last time you use it, you get Toon World, you use it, you play Toon World, it's out of your hand, it's all said and done. So that's why Toon World was used. Andrew also told me about Magical Hats and how Magical Hats became a card that was used not because it protected your monster, but because it allowed you to use spells and traps as like blockage, and if your opponent attacked them, they would send them to the graveyard, and that's where you wanted them. So Magical Hats was used for the wrong reasons, but it became a pretty used card. That's just funny to me. Toon Dark Magician Girl has so much text that she didn't get the effect to be able to attack in the first turn. Really? Oh man. Desperate for options and spell the to the graveyard. You say desperate, but that's still a pretty good use of the card. Like, I know that like Exodia decks would love that card because you only want 5 cards out of your Exodia deck, right? So fuck, man, if you only want 4 cards, then having a way to just remove 4 cards, or like, you only need 5 cards, removing 4 from the minimum of 40 is a good start. By the way, chat, Exodia Necros is not a very good card. Which feels like it should be a good card, because it was used by Gozoboro. So, like, he played the unstoppable Exodia Necros, and Kaiba was like, what? And then, he won anyway, but they made that monster seem really scary. But it turns out, getting a monster on the field, requiring 5 pieces of Exodia in the graveyard, is pretty hard. Because that requires 5 limited cards in your graveyard all at the same time. And what's neat about the Duel Links videos is he talks about everything from the perspective of, like, modern meta. And the more he talks about modern meta, the more I wonder why you motherfuckers play that game. Duels be ending in 3 turns. This motherfucker played a spell card, and now he gets to take 17 turns. 17 actions are going to happen right now, and you have to sit there and watch. Deadly Rigor Kiku. I'm doing it. Shoveling the deck takes longer to the game. Okay, that was a funny ruling. The deck restriction. Yugi Boomer brain. Dude, I'm happy. I'm happy being a Yugi Boomer. Synchro is the farthest I got. I hope Nitori's follow-up kills it. Oh, Nitori was support defense. Yeah. Fuck it. Do it. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be normal 7/set. This card cannot. Shorten the text. I'm sorry, chat, but if you show me a card in size 6 font and tell me to read it, I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. Why do I have to read size 6 font to figure out what I can and can't do to the card in front of me? Crunchy. See, Imperial Order is a funny card. Sorry, chat. Okay, wait, chat. What was the card that just? Okay, you know the meme. Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, okay, I found it. Hold on. This card. What did this card do? I don't think this is the right. Hold on, before I do that. Oh, I already had it saved. It's already in here. Chat, what did this card do? I love the effect on this one. No. No. So what is that card and what does it do? I know what the card is, by the way. Solemn Judgment. But what does it do? I can guess what it does based on that. Solemn Judgment just negated pretty much anything. It's just so fucking stupid. It's so funny. No. It's really not even that funny, but it cracks me the fuck up. I activate the spell card. No, you don't. Oh god. Eat the bird, yes. I wish there was more gag art cards like that. They're so good. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many really good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are extremely simple. Like, Imperial Order is extremely simple. It literally just prevents both players from playing spell cards. And that's a really fucking good effect. How are you alive? Hey chat, you wanna know something crazy? Get this, you know the blue-eyed shining dragon? You know that card? The card that Kaiba used in the movie? With Pyramid of Light and stuff? You know that the summoning requirement for that card is tributing one Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon? Did you know that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon wasn't a real card until a year after Shining Dragon released? Somehow, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, despite Kaiba using it in Duelist Kingdom, was not actually a legitimate card until a year after Shining Dragon. It's a 4500 beat stick. That's it. But they were really scared of making fusions good. Actually, chat, can somebody back me up on this? Well, according to Duel Links or Duel Logs, he said that because polymerization was the only way to fuse early on, that it got its own section in the rulebook, and some earlier versions of the card just straight up didn't even bother printing card text because what it does was already in the rulebook. You were just expected to know. Is that true? Is that a true thing, or did I get lied to? I don't need to label tane you, but I really want to. So you know, I think I will. I assume the reason it took so long to release is because they were afraid it would be too strong. Because have you seen early fusion monsters? God, they're bad. Holy shit, they're bad. Uses 2 or more fusion materials to form a new fusion monster. All these text was just incredibly vague. Oh, okay. You need it outside. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so it had text on it, but you needed to know more to actually understand what it was saying. There are 3 Blue Eyes fusions. There's supposed to be a 4th, but Kaiba ripped it up. Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a card limit, right? The maximum amount of cards you can have a copy of is 3, unless it's limited or semi-limited or banned. So, Kaiba had 3 Blue Eyes, so he had all the Blue Eyes in the world, but turns out there was 1 more Blue Eyes in the world that Yugi's grandpa had, and he didn't want anyone to use the Blue Eyes White Dragon against him, so that's why he ripped it up. Because, within the confines of the rules, which I know is a weird thing to say because Duelist Kingdom is Duelist Kingdom, the rules state that Kaiba couldn't play more than 3 Blue Eyes in his deck. So that 4th one was pointless to him, so he literally just got it to get rid of it. He was scared of its power, and he got mind crushed. Stupid idiot. I mean, back in Duelist Kingdom, you could fuse Mammoth Graveyard to Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and create, oh my god, what the fuck is that? And it has 0 attack points, and if you destroy it, Kaiba literally dies. So, you know, Duelist Kingdom was kind of an insane time period in Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way, chat, you know the Castle of Dark Illusions? I'm sure you do, because Yugi shot it out of the sky. That card has some of the weirdest fucking stat total I've ever seen. It's got like 920 attack and 1830 defense. What the fuck is that? That's 1930 defense. What is that? That's such a weird number. And don't get me started on Wing Weaver. Wing Weaver with her 27 fucking 50, actually, no, 27 50s was more common, but 30, 20? In the original version, Kaiba threatened to jump, but it was changed by 4 kids because it's too brutal. Well, he said that if Yugi attacked, the blast from the holograms would be so strong that it would push him off the top. He would do anything to save his brother Mokuba. Yugi lost that duel, but only because Kaiba cheated. Duelist Kingdom was fun, but watching them actually play by the rules was definitely more enjoyable. That said, chat, sometimes when cards get translated to the TCG/OCG and they actually have their anime effects, they're pretty bad cards. Because the cards in the anime are used in a very, like, turnabout way that saves the duel on the last turn. And I think the biggest example of this is with Dark Flare Knight. Dark Flare Knight is a fusion monster of Flame Swordsman and Dark Magician with a weaker attack stat than Dark Magician, requiring an already fused monster to fuse it. And then, it had 2200 attack. Its effect was that if it was destroyed in battle phase, you could special summon 1 Mirage Knight from your hand or deck. And Mirage Knight was a 2800 monster who could not be summoned any other way, literally garbage in the hand if you drew him. He would gain the attack equal to the monster he's attacking, and then at the end of your turn, he would banish himself. Which, when Yugi and Joey used it to defeat the 5-headed dragon, that was awesome. But realistically, that card is absolute dog shit. Why? Why does it fucking banish itself? Do you have any idea how hard it was to get that card on the field to begin with? Why did I do this move? It dodged it? Wow. Raw needed 4 cards would have its effects. No. See, what Raw did was when you summoned Raw, you had the choice to cap your life points, take all of your life points until you only had 100 left to put into Raw's attack, which made him really strong, except Raw had no protection to card effects. Like, at all. So he just exists. That reminds me, chat. Shonen Jump used to have these cards that they were promotional cards that Christian had. They had the Wicked Avatar, which is a dumb card, the Wicked Eraser, and the Wicked Dreadroot. Now, the Wicked Dreadroot was always the funniest card to me because it seemed like the best one on paper because it was 4K like Obelisk, required 3 sacrifices. The problem is the card had absolutely no protection, so anytime Christian played it, it got trap hole. Because I could do that to that card, because he would tribute summon to play the Dreadroot and it would fall in a hole and die. 4,000 attack point monster. Not immune. Not immune to trap hole. Now, Avatar and Eraser, they were, because they had 0 attack. Dreadroot was not. You could just trap hole fucking Dreadroot. I don't know why. That did no damage. We're gonna hit this thing. Hold on. Rainbow's gonna soften it up a little bit with some amulets. Actually, Rainbow's power. Yeah, I think needles will be fine. We don't want to kill it. We want the ship to take it. Room is the Wicked Avatar. Actually, yes. You know what I remember about that card? All I remember about that card is that specifically whenever it entered like the battle step, it always had 100 more attack and defense points than whatever was attacking it, which is just like, what? I don't even know how to beat it. There had to be some way to beat it, but I don't think I could beat it. The Wicked Avatar. These are all physical. I guess I'll... Oh, wait. A machine gun has to kill here. Come on. Christian also had Spirit Reaper, a card that couldn't be destroyed by battle. And my god, I hated that card because I did not have a lot of cards that could actually get it off the fucking field. So it would just sit there in my way for forever. Okay, actually, chat, you know what that reminds me of? So, I forget the name. You're gonna have to help me here. You're gonna have to help me here, but it's a card. That should kill, right? You know what? Just fucking kick her. It's a thunder type monster, right? It's a thunder type monster. I think it has 1900 attack, and it had some kind of negative effect that involved card, like drawing, I think. 1900 attack, thunder monster, and it was a lady. Cucumber can still kill. Thunder Nyan. No, hold on. Thunder Nyan Nyan. Well, that's it, I think. Yep. Wait, no, it's not. There is a non-light monster on your side of the field. The space of cards immediately destroyed. That's not the right one. Chat, that's not the right one. I've never seen that card in my life, yet I feel like I have. Why is she so pretty? Thunder Nyan Nyan. I'm pretty sure it was 1900 Thunder Monster though, but I don't think it was her. Because I just remember we argued about its effect for like fucking 15 minutes before. And I don't even know why we did, but something about its effect that we were arguing semantics about it, and I don't even remember what it was. It's Thunder King Ryo? Let me look. Thunder King Ryo. No, it's definitely not that card. It's not that card. It was a lady. It was 100% a lady. Alright, well, I got some levels on them, I guess, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. What we need now is to send you down here to finish the job. Yeah, get them EXP. I wish I could tell you. Chat, I knew a guy who had a card that he loved to play. It's called Montage Dragon. I hate that card. Because that card you could just special summon onto your field by using 3 monsters from your hand, and then its attack points were equal to the attack points of all the fucking monsters you used. And that card was so stupid to me because I would just have an empty field, and then suddenly he had a fucking like 6,000 attack monster in my face. And Andrew goes, that card's not actually that good. And it's like, well, fuck me, dude. How is that not a good card? That card can just come out of your hand and be unkillable and kill you in 1 hit. How is a card like that not good? Woo! I don't need this. Fire your amulets. Go, Moko. The other card is Nyan Nyan. Hold on. Let me search it. Nyan Nyan. Unless you're just talking about Thunder Nyan Nyan. I really don't think it was her, but... I don't think it was her. What do you mean 5 facts about Thunder Nyan Nyan? What? That's hard. Chat, this girl is adorable. Man. You know what archetype I like, chat? Familiar Possessed. Those look cool. Those were cool cards. Alright, let's see. We're gonna kill this fucking bird. Not many 900 Thunder monsters, the only one I know is Thunder Class monsters. Maybe it wasn't Thunder. Maybe it wasn't Thunder then. I don't remember its effect exactly. I doubt Christian would remember. This was a long time ago. Fly at him. I like the Charmers, and you didn't need them for the Familiar Possessed, but you needed them to activate their effects. I had the water one and the wind one. Familiar Possessed Aria, I think her name was, and Wind. They were neat. I had some Madolche cards as well, and I got the puppy, and it was adorable. I loved the puppy. I'm gonna kill this bird. Killing this fucking bird. Dun-dun-dun-dun. This isn't gonna kill, but I wanted to hear the music. Yeah, there's a number of just like Konami every now and again releases some cards that are just like adorable. And then they also release like some crazy monsters and dragons, which is awesome. Andrew told me about that actually, the 25-year anniversary animation. He said it was really cool, but it didn't have anything specific to do with like anything Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It was all monsters. But they didn't say anything about it. They literally just showed it off. See, now I'm learning more about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not gonna play it, or maybe I will. I'm not gonna say never, but fuck, man, that game is. I don't know. I'm not good with deck building. I don't have patience for that. I run some belligerent shit, that's for sure. Do I need to... this is the only one. It's so hefty a cost, girl. Alright. 1900 is tied to silly effects for some things, but not all. Gemini Elf is actually a pretty early card in the entire metagame. Well, metagame, but... it's a pretty early card in terms of booster packs, and it's a 1900 vanilla monster. Vorse Raider would come out eventually as well, but Gemini Elf was just like, how do you beat over this? You really can't without some kind of additional help or a tribute monster. Meanwhile, Summon Skull is one of the earliest fucking monsters in the entire game. It's a 2500 6-star monster. There's just no reason. There's just absolutely no reason for that. It's stronger than Red Eyes, who needs 2 sacrifices. But it doesn't get support, use Cry. Yeah, that's fine, but neither of them had support back in the day. There's no point in Red Eyes. It's a bad card. It's cool, but it's bad. Oh, chat, you know what? I learned about one of the most controversial cards in the entire game. Max C. I now understand what that is, because I'm pretty sure I've heard Andrew say it before, and had no fucking clue what he was saying. But now I know. He's talking about cock. That card is silly because it's banned over here, but it's not banned in OCG. And it's just a debacle. Because I guess Duel Links or Master Duel or whatever one you're playing nowadays is currently playing a game where 95% of decks run Max C and then Ash Blossom to counter Max C. So, that's what I mean by the game you guys play doesn't sound that fun to me most of the time, but it's fascinating as a spectator looking in. He told me about a neat effect. There's an archetype that gets benefits from normal summoning, which is cool. So you normal summon them, and then you can activate their effects, and they allow you to normal summon again. And they can pretty much chain for a long time with just normal summons. But the big weakness of the deck is that if at any point you prevent the effect from going off, you've used your normal summon, so your turn is just done. Like, you don't have anything else you can do in that turn. The fact that this is all perfectly even damage means it's killed. Just so you know. Awesome. I wouldn't say it's quite like competitive Pokemon, but any meta always has anti-meta strats tied to it. But the way it is with Max C, it's not necessarily you're going anti-meta, it's the fact that everybody's playing the meta, so you need to be prepared for it in some capacity. Because if your deck loses to Max C, then you lose to Max C. It's like in Pokemon. If the most used Pokemon in OU is, like... if your team loses hard to the most used Pokemon in OU, then you probably need to do some adjustments. But that's also why you take the opportunity to catch people off guard. VGC is full of all kinds of crazy anti-meta stuff. Like, specifically with EV spreads being done up to survive certain hits from popular mons and then kill them back. So, the best players in VGC are the ones who are capable of basically speccing in a way that survives and handles popular threats, which is really cool. That's why a Pokemon like Pachirisu saw success. I know that's a very easy one to bring up because everybody knows what Pachirisu win, but like, there's just really niche, unique ways to use Pokemon that work, not because it's a good idea, but because in the specific meta it's in, it's good. Yeah, so understanding what works, why it works, and how to stop it. So, there's actually something, I don't watch it, admittedly I don't watch it, but I think it's really neat, but draft leagues in Pokemon are really cool. Because in draft leagues, they draft Pokemon and they build teams around them. And then they battle in a league. What's really cool about that is that you can see which Pokemon each team gets, right? So you spec your Pokemon specifically for your opponent that you know what they're bringing. So you see really oddball options. And one of the coolest ones I saw was like, it was Endure on Iron Valiant. Specifically because their opponent had Talonflame. Their opponent had Talonflame with Gale Wings. So if it hit them with Brave Bird, Valiant would live. It would no longer have priority, and then Valiant would revenge kill. Which is like, oh, and you never do that in regular play because that's too situational. But in Draft League, you can get situations like that, so you run crazy-ass moves to deal with specific things like that. Now that we've closed the distance, I wonder what sort of attack she has in store for us. A human from the surface, if I had just gotten lost, I would have had a warm welcome for you. But it's your bad luck that you were traversing with these surface yokai. Good grief, I knew us coming along could only backfire. Watch out, everyone! Yamame starting her attack! Don't post the emote, chat. Don't post the emote. Don't do it. It's wrong. It's a web! It's a web! It came out of her hand! I got hurt, but it's okay, because now I'm gonna explode on you. So how do I make them both use their spell card at the same time? Well, that's not gonna happen with that going down that way, huh? Who has a map attack? Lily does. Yeah, I know how to do it, but I'm not sure how to do it because I don't have a bomb. And my map attacks are limited to Lily and the ship. You know, at the same time, just turn. Oh, okay. Roger, roger. Hold on, I gotta run some trust funds. Trust fund child, Diose. That's blessed. Why did she run away anyway? So I gotta approach her, I guess. Alright. We're getting some units prepared, I suppose. Hina! Fly, Hina! Spit on that motherfucker! Kill him! I like to imagine when Hina tackles, she revs up from where she comes off. So she's like 11 tiles away and it's just meow. Meow. Alright. There's still some birds up there. Honestly, I think I'm gonna send Aya and Miji up that way. Get going, rascal. Oh yeah, the ship's not in the hole anymore. Yeah. Ripped out of the wall. You think there's text if I go down there? Probably not. All stats minus 10. Ooh, that's shitty. Alright, hold on. What do you have? Do you have HP restore? You have a live ticket. Why do you have a live ticket? What? Special resistance. You have capture web and field miasma like usual, yeah. So you're gonna have a spell card though, this time. Get a little woo! I don't have any, I don't have any MP for anything crazy, so I'm just gonna shoot and run. Because I can move at. A yokai who spreads disease? No thanks. I don't think I have much to worry about with the master around, though. What's with your body? Huh? There's something wrong with me. Most diseases can't even get a foothold. It's like your immune system's been exposed to everything. This isn't normal. Has someone been using you as a test subject? What are you talking about? Just gonna soften her up a little bit. Looks like she's got wings. Chat. More Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Give me more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm enthralled by bad Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ooh, gas. Chat, what is Des Frog? What is Des Frog? I opened a booster pack before, and my rare was the fusion of it was Des Toad, and I don't think it was good, but I never had a Des Frog. All right, I'm gonna slice her. I heard that air spiders control diseases. You heard right, not exactly something that can be cut by a sword. Hakudoken can cut through confusion. Let's see if it can cut through disease, too. Yeah, it was D3S Frog. Yeah, the booster pack I had the fusion, and I could never use it because I didn't have the frogs that were required for it. Spooky. Chat, you ever think about how Master of Oz is a card? Death Frog is a 900 attack level 5 monster that summons another Death Frog if you had Tadpole in your graveyard. Okay, so what's the fusion do? Or is it just a big beat stick? Dude, Master of Oz is way too fucking strong. Like, sure, okay, big koala, whatever, I get it. But, like, you fuse big koala and Death Kangaroo and it turns into 4200 attack? Why? There are a lot of fusions that don't do anything like that. They gave it to Chumley, and then Chumley fucked off forever. The big beast still gave 500 attack for each tree-born frog in your graveyard. Oh. Wait, is that card relevant to the frog OTK? I thought the frog OTK was something completely different. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to attack. Hit some Gale bullets. Mean G attack. Thank you. It was not. D3S Frog is a fusion of 3 Death Frog and it gains 5 attack. Yeah. We established that. Here's the beat stick. Okay. Dude, there was an Xyz monster. There's an Xyz monster that's literally just a giant fucking cannon. And it has an ability that if you discard material, it does 2,000 direct damage. It's got 3k attack. And then it's part of this fucking, like, massive tank with a name that's way too long for me to remember. I thought he was joking when he said its name. That's just a fucking tank with a massive barrel. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. That's the one. That's the one. I thought he was fucking with me with that name. It's actually just massive, dude. Whoosh. Hurricane! You're alive. Give a little swoosh, a little swirl. Death croaking. Destroying everything in the field if you had 3 Death Frogs on your side of the field. Why are they called Deaths anyway? Why are you attacking me? Are you an idiot? Tag you for the surface. Oh yeah, I've heard about someone up there who writes funny articles. Don't tell me you're here to make us out of the freak show for that paper of yours. Oh no, not at all. Frankly, I didn't want to come down here in the first place. Once we're done here, I'm getting out as soon as I can, and I'm never touching this place again. Thank you very much. You wouldn't have been able to do anyway. I'm wrapping you up in my web and tossing your corpse back to the mountain. See, this is exactly why I hate this place. Little freak. It was supposed to be death, but you know, censorship. Oh. Oh, that reminds me of another card, actually. It was called like Fushihige Richi or something. Or Fushigihi. Fucking Jesus, what was his name? Fushio Richi. Yes, that's the one. This might be the first time I've seen somebody surface yokai at once, but even I gotta fight like Yamame. Who is this yokai anyway? The avatar of a bucket? No, she's an extremely terrifying yokai called a Tsurubi Otoshi. When you're walking along on dark nights, you'll suddenly fall from above and hit your head. That is pretty scary. Sounds like quite the performance. Too bad she looks and acts so shy though. Sounds like you're not taking me seriously, but I'm an underworld yokai too. Let your guard down and your head will be feeling it in the morning. Bucket theme. Yeah, apparently that card is called like Notorious Lich or something, but its name makes no fucking sense in English. Avatar of the Pot. I remember that card. Fucking Pot of Greed Spirit within. Shield defense. Oh. She's gonna be a bit harder to break, huh? Oh, well, I mean, only the physical attacks. That did a lot. There's Nosferatu, which, yeah, thank you. He also talked about an archetype that was never actually good. And I think it was the Archfiends. Because the Archfiends they pretty much all had maintenance costs for some reason, but they were all, like, really fucking bad. Like, they were bad monsters. And the only real good one was the Terror King, because it was a 2K 4-star, but it took 900 life points to keep it on the field. So, like, I don't think it was that great, but as far as the other cards in the series went, it was better than them. Why did they do that? They weren't even strong cards. They had, like, fucking... None of them had more than 1,400 attack, except for, like, the boss monster, who only had 2,000, and he was a 4-star. I think we spin here and this bat dies. Go, Hina. They love to introduce cards, and you just gotta see what works sometimes, right? That one was not one. There was a card that I thought was really neat, but one of the hardest cards, I think, in the entire game to actually use. And that was Armor Exi. A 2,400 4-star monster that cannot enter the battle phase on the turn it's summoned. And every standby phase, you have to discard a spell counter or it destroys itself. But the card itself was incapable of holding spell counters, and apparently it checked every standby phase, not just your own. So if you actually wanted to attack with it, you had to survive 2 turns, sacrifice 2 spell tokens on different monsters or spells or whatever on your field, and then you could do a single attack. Oh no. Oh, I just remembered another one, chat. It was released in the same set as Gemini Elf. It's a 4-star monster. I forget its name, and it's 2,000 attack. And its ability was that for every monster your opponent controls, it loses 200 attack. So, that means it automatically loses to Gemini Elf, because it loses 200 attack, and it just can't beat over it anymore. Which is just silly. I'm standing outside of the range. I'm gonna attack you. They put really bad attack numbers, same with Destiny Heroes. Yeah, I don't know what that was up with Destiny Heroes. I don't know what they do in actual real gameplay, but Aster Phoenix was really good with them. He loved them. Destiny Heroes were some of the stupidest fucking cards ever, though. I summon Destiny Hero Disc Dude. Like, what? What do you mean Disc Dude? Flash Assailant? I had that card. I forget what that card's effect was. I think it was whenever it attacked, it lost half of its attack points or something. Like, it wasn't a good card, but it was a 4-star monster. I'm here to play Kasume. I'm here to play. Loses 400 attack and defense with each card in your hand. Wow, that's really good. Someone should probably make that card, put it on a shirt. I'm here to play! Bistro Butcher. That card only had, did that card only have 1,800 attack? Diamond Dude seems pretty base. I don't know about that one, brother. I don't know. Got a stupid name. I think Bistro Butcher required you to discard a card to attack with 1,800 attack, which is pointless. Because these monsters release at the same time as other cards, like La Jin. La Jin is 1,800, no side effect. But then Bistro Butcher is 1,800 with bad side effects. So it's like, why? We'll make it a safe split. It's 1800 do that makes your opponent draw each time and inflicts damage. Draw 2! Oh my god, that's way too strong. Yeah, that's really bad. Chainsaw Insect does that too. But Chainsaw Insect lets your opponent draw a card whenever it, like, does battle. The card has 2400 attack. That's a 4-star. But it's not a really good card because letting your opponent draw is apparently not a good idea in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because sometimes you just win. Like, the game is over. You fucking won. I'm gonna eat Yam. I'm gonna eat her. I'm gonna bite her. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Countdown! I like that they made a Pot of Greed card that wasn't Pot of Greed, that required you to banish 10 cards to get 2 draws. What a silly card. Mill is a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, it's a huge thing. But you don't actively play to make your opponent brick, because the way cards work is that you don't have to discard to the hand limit until the end of your turn. So if your opponent makes you draw 25, you have 25 fucking cards in your hand. I'm pretty sure you have enough cards in your hand to just win the duel. I think my favorite ban card that he talked about was Fiber Jar. It wasn't banned because it was too good or anything like that. It was banned because it was extremely fucking obnoxious and just a logistical nightmare in tournament play. Because nobody wanted to deal with it. This might be nothing, but doesn't the term Earth Spider basically mean Dirt Spider? Isn't that demeaning? Humans use terms like that, but usually only in a depreciated way. Well, aren't you sharp? Just what I expect of a human. In return, why don't I show you the power of the yokai you're supposed to despise? Fiber Jar makes you reshuffle your hand and field into the deck and then draw 5. So it effectively resets the duel to turn 1, which is just boring and not great in tournament play because it's a scheduling nightmare. Alright, she's sufficiently injured. I can't kill her yet. Alright. Morphin Jar and Cyber Jar exist. Those cards are really obnoxious. But yeah, Fiber Jar was just banned because what a pointless fucking card. Oh, Andrew told me about a time when Snatch Steal had a phase where it was like unbanned for some reason. And like people just didn't really want to play with it because they knew the card was bullshit. So the unban didn't last long. One format in 2013, yeah. Slap the fuck up. Now die. Meiji move. Change of Heart was unbanned 2 years ago. Oh, juicy. That just killed. Dude, Miji is so cool. No, get back here. How dare you run into Yomu's sword? You coward. Well, I mean, Yomu's just gonna fucking attack me. Yeah, get out of here. God, the parry animation is so cool. Bye. No! What are you doing? I don't actually care. I'm getting the XP regardless, but I kind of wanted Momiji to be the one to take that. Boko can't parry, but she's not gonna get hit anyway, so it doesn't matter. No woo. Oh, I need to... Yeah. Aren't you one of the humans who slipped into the underworld the other day? You never learned, do you? Here you are, back in the underworld. This time is just special, because there's an incident happening up on the surface. We're in a rush, so don't get in our way. By the way, chat, was there any more news on a direct? Because I know a direct is coming for sure. Because we were talking about it at work, but 1,000 Year Door doesn't have a release date outside of just this year. So there's probably going to be a direct that's going to give us a release date for that finally. Coming soon, TM. Summon Tahi Minikata? Fuck yeah, I'll beat your ass. Because I want to play Bug Fables, but I don't want to play it super close to 1,000 Year Door. So if it's coming out soon, I will wait. But if it's coming out like months from now, then I'll probably find some time to start Bug Fables. Because that game is apparently a pretty cool Paper Mario type of game. I never played it or seen anything on it though. Supposedly Switch 2 is being revealed in March. Oh. Now there's a direct streamer? I mean, you're right. You are right. I did say you were full of lies and malarkey. But when I really thought about it, it made sense for there to be a direct because they have a bunch of early quarter games coming with no actual release dates yet aside from knowledge of the early quarter. Like the Peach game, for example, we need more info on that, and 1,000 Year Door we need info on that too. I wonder though what our big game is going to be. Because we're not getting a Zelda game. We just got a Mario game fresh off October. Do you think it's Krivy's turn again? Or do you think it's Prime 4? Is it finally time for Prime 4? Mario 3D, definitely possible. I don't think so. I actually don't think so, just because Wonder was so, like... Wonder was like 3 months ago, when you think about it. Alright, who's getting juiced? Wait, Meech is getting juiced. I'm gonna cut your ass up. Yeah, come here. Who's got cheered? Di's got cheered. Soak song? That's not real. Come on now. Who are you fooling? Can Rainbow kill? I don't think Needles kills because of shield defense, but I'd like her to kill because I want her level to catch up. Maybe if I slap with Danmaku. I need to test something. Let me test. I just want to see if this kills. Wait, did I big release for Switch 2? Do you think new Mario Kart? Oh, that killed. Okay. I killed because it's not a physical attack, so maybe if I, we're gonna see. Mario Kart, could be Mario Kart. I think it's Mario Kart, personally. New hardware, great time for it. And they definitely got everybody in the mood with all the DLC tracks. I'm just trying to soften, maybe, hold on. Let me see if Rainbow can even, like, fucking just kill anyway. I'll cheer for Rainbow to catch her up if this kills. Oh, don't forget about Smash Brothers, chat. Don't forget about Smash Brothers. Every new console we get, there's a new Smash Brothers, without fail. And guess what? Ultimate is like 5 years old, so it's gonna happen. Why are you dying of cringe? You hate Smashing Brothers? I don't. I don't play it, like, at all anymore, of course, but... Damn, man. There's been some Smash talks around? Of course there has. There always is. There always is, dude. The thing is, how are they gonna top Ultimate? Right? Oh, okay. Please don't shield defense. Okay, you already cheered. Yeah. Do have any plans to top it? No, I guess not. They don't have to, but if, you know, like, don't you think they'd want to? a little bit of a licensing nightmare with all the different characters and IP holders going around. We'll see. I'll play it, obviously. I like Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is a fun game. It's just... the good characters in Ultimate are pretty... not my favorite to watch or fight in any capacity. There you go. Oh yeah, the Switch is old. Ugh, they're strong. They even have a yokai in a bucket. The Underworld certainly is an interesting place. What do you think of taking this bucket back with us to decorate the mansion with? It wouldn't match our other decor, so I think something else would be more appropriate. It's crazy rare to find, though, so I bet we could sell it for a lot. The Underworld may be vicious, but the Moon Crew could give it a run for their money. But Tay's an Earth Rabbit, and I may be a Moon Rabbit, but I have a good sense to know that the Moon, there are people from the Moon up there too? Indeed, although until recently we've been hiding ourselves. Oh really? I had no idea. Could it be that you're curious about the surface? No way! We're getting along just fine down in the Underworld. Who wants to go to the surface when I can hang out here with Yamame? Looks like they have a passionate friendships in the Underworld too. And that's exactly why we're gonna protect our homes. Nintendo hates Punch-Out? Unbelievably true, bestie. It's a shame, but it's true. Not only are we forced to fight, but we don't even have anything to gain from this. And as a supporter of Yukari, I'll probably have to write an apology letter. A surface Tengu, huh? Oh, nice spacing. If you just scram right away, I'll forget I ever saw you. Sorry, I have to decline. As long as it has people to protect, the shield won't budge. That's right, Miji, you're tough. You can't say that about F-Zero anymore. We just got F-Zero 99. Can't say it about Metroid either. Metroid got Dread, and Prime 4 is in the works. Those games are now off the Nintendo hates me list because Nintendo is making games with them. Alright, so what kind of nightmare did I just fucking unravel on myself? I can see why you're willing to just brazenly march into the Underworld. What a tough opponent to deal with. Is this the power to manipulate diseases? That's very dangerous why we sealed these yokai in the Underworld. Yamame's abominable power is also what we could never permit on the surface. That's right, it would be awful if terrible diseases started spreading on the surface. Now you said it, surface dwellers. And here we were, quietly living our lives, locked up in the Underworld. Or what, were we supposed to consider you merciful for not completely exterminating us? Nobody said that. But Yamame, do we really have to fight? You still haven't given up on talking to her, Wriggle. I just can't think of her as a bad yokai. We're all yokai, so we should be helping each other out. For the love of... this whole Girl Scout act of yours makes me sick! Even if we magically became friends here, do you really think that would change anything between the surface and the Underworld? Besides, the moment you can't handle me, you're just gonna throw me out. So you're saying that one or two people getting along isn't going to change the situation. Of course, there's no such thing as hope down here. Let me show you just how deep this abyss you're peering into goes. Oh god. Alright, what's going on here? Kandara's rope. Mobility, armor minus 40%, weapon power down. And you have Well Destructor. Last Kirby game didn't get DLC, that's for the best, man. It really is. I don't think we'll get a 3D Mario, but but we're getting the Peach game and 1000 Year Door. We just got Mario RPG and Mario Wonder. Mario kind of eating good right now. But, dude, Forgotten World, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, honestly, that game was just good. Like, there was nothing wrong with that game. It was just a good-ass game. I'm gonna eat you now. It was a good-ass Kirby game. Great setting and everything. Dingle-dangle. Whoosh! I really want to see that hit someone, so I'll switch to melee. Yeah, it was a really good game. There's like nothing bad you can really say about it. Anyone who says anything bad about Forgotten Land just hates Kirby. It's a fun game. You know what I like about it? Is that it has hidden objectives throughout the level but each time you beat the level, it reveals one of them to you. So you can go in and get that one, and then try again to see if you can find it, and if you don't, it gives you a hint. So there's a form of replay value to that, but it's not like it's super difficult. It's Kirby. Weapon damage minus 350. Oh, you think I give a fuck? Well, Destructor, go ahead. I'm gonna kill you, alright? Could Yuma beat Kirby? That depends on what you mean by beat Kirby. In an eating contest? No. In a fist fight? Probably still no, actually. Never mind. Never mind. No. No, she couldn't. No, she couldn't. So much for negating the effects of the terrain. I'm gonna play with my new friend, Kasumi! Big damage. 8,601. Of course. Ah! That really hurt. I don't know what I expected, to be honest with you. Ability armor down, weapon power down. Damage taken minus 50%. Bro, she took 8,000. Actually, no, I had Fury on. That's why. I was like, there's no way I did that much because I had Fury on. I'm bombing here, so I'm gonna kill Kasumi this turn. The DK rumors? What do you mean the DK rumors? Speak to me. What do you mean? The Danmaku Kagura rumors. Speak to me. I don't care about DK anyway. Are you, you understand what you're saying in my chat, right? Why are you talking shit about Donkey Kong? What did he ever do to you? We had Funky Kong mode. Earthbound is turning 30 this year. Hey, that's great. And that's the only time you'll see the letter 3 next to Earthbound for the rest of your fucking life. Get over it. Is that gonna kill? Oh, it can't hit. He just stands there monkeying around. I am so tired of this clear, blatant disrespect you are putting on my main monkey right now. Do you understand this? Why are you even speaking? Huh? How fucking dare you? What do you think you are? Mods, kill that guy. String him up. Sentence him to 20 years of hard labor. You know, I read your messages. He and Mario literally defiled a generation. That's what I read. That did a lot of damage. I never actually, like, played much of Tropical Freeze, or I didn't play any of Donkey Kong Country Returns. But I've beaten Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 and 3. Jungle Beat? That game is way too good for how silly it is. Without that game, there's no Mario Galaxy. Bro, I can't believe that. Like, the team that worked on that game went on to work on Mario Galaxy. That's so fucking insane to me. I'm gonna punch her. I'm gonna punch her. I don't think anybody has cheer that can still move, so... No, we're just gonna attack. I'm gonna kill Kasume with the cool move that Boko does. Dog Country is turning 30 this year. Oh. DKC is turning 30. Earthbound is turning 30. Andrew told me that the reason Mother 4 can like exist and be spoken of in development is because the guy who owns the rights to Mother is just like, yeah, motherfucker, if you want to make that game, do it. Like, Nintendo doesn't own the rights to it, he does. So, because he doesn't want to pursue any legal action against the fan game, that shit can just be out and about, flaunted its coattails. Eek! Kasume, are you okay? No. Pew. Yeah, this bucket is pretty sturdy. It looks like that's it for me. Sorry, Mame. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I can't hit you with my sword. Man, like, I hate your ability to move because it's not good. I'm gonna drop the gritty. I'm gonna kick her. Even against someone who wields disease, as long as you give me an opening I can use, then... Oh, I bet you're thinking you never lose in a fist fight. I can't have you looking down on the superhuman strength of an earth spider. Well, if Retro Studios were gonna Prime 4, then yeah, no DK. But that would mean that just means that no like Tropical Freeze, right? Who's to say they don't just remaster the trilogy and release it with barely updated graphics on a poor emulation and release it for 6 months? Who's to say they don't do that, huh? Oh, Jesus. Hi. Oh, god damn! That was spooky. The Odyssey team are working on DK. Where are you hearing these rumors, man? Who the fuck are you? What? Holy shit, you got a million rumors going on over there. Earth spiders, typical underworld yokai known for their detestable powers. I sincerely hope you don't get caught by Sakuya. What are you on about? If you don't get caught, she'll turn you into all sorts of delicacies. If you do get caught, and while the flesh of an earth spider isn't very good, and you already know it's bad, then you could just not eat me. True? Studying the code? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Literal fly on the wall at Nintendo HQ. There's rumors about a remake of Fire Emblem 4. Yeah, Andrew told me about that today at work. I don't think he said it was rumors. I think it's just that that's the game that people really want to see remade the most. He tried to block. Ouch. Prime 2 remaster? That's not surprising considering how Prime 1 went down. Prime 1 just literally fucking shadow dropped. The game was really pretty on its updates. And... oh, hold on. The game was really pretty on its updates. And it was only like $40. And it released the same day they revealed it. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not interested in Prime, but I'm really glad that that game turned out good. Because when games and series like that do well, it means there's a pretty good chance that Nintendo will be like, okay, we'll make more. I really want to believe that F-Zero 99 is going to do something for the F-Zero series, and it's not just existing as some, like, in a vacuum 99 server termination game, you know? I really want to believe that that game will put some light. It'll put some light on F-Zero series. But there's ways to do it. You know what I think it is, chat? It's because Shiggy's not in charge anymore. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what? What do you mean Shiggy's not? What I mean when I say that is I'm definitely fucking dead if I try to attack. So we're just gonna click defend. Shiggy is too busy working on movies and TV shows that he doesn't have time to oversee games anymore. Which means his old man innovation is no longer a factor. And unfortunately, due to the legacy of Shigeru Minamoto, if he says something, you know, if he says the sky is purple, the sky is purple. This looks really strange with a barrier up. If the sky is purple, chat, the sky is purple. That's the kind of say that Miyamoto has in The Office. Or maybe it isn't, but it certainly feels like that. It's hard to deny. Motherfucker can do whatever he wants. Certified crazy lad. Alright, I'm gonna kill you, Yam, but I'm probably gonna die in the process. Alright. He's making the movie. Oh, I can actually devote. Where's, yeah. I don't mean for it to sound bad, but like, maybe it's better that Miyamoto doesn't have his hand in the cookie jar so much anymore, you know? Maybe it's okay to leave and let it, you know, leave him be. I've heard the rumors about you, you know. You're that human shrine maiden. You say that no matter what kind of incident happens there, you'll be right there to resolving it. It doesn't matter if up there or down here. If a yokai's up to no good, I'll exterminate him. And that includes anyone who gets in the way of the investigation, too. I hope you're ready. Just say he's washed, streamer? No, I wouldn't say he's washed. He still has good ideas and stuff like that, but the problem is that he doesn't let new ideas really flourish because it goes against his ideas of the way the game is. I mean, F-Zero is a popular one to talk about because F-Zero's, like, the reason that's been given why F-Zero has just been shelved is because they can't think of any ideas for the game to make it stand out. And I honestly hate that because that same rule doesn't apply to, like, anything related to Mario, as you all know. But, like, they could probably think of something, but they just don't want to. But even then, they don't have to. The problem is, they'll never do anything with it until they can think of something, but it really isn't that serious, you know? It ain't that serious of an issue. That's kind of the problem I have with it. Oh, we can't do anything crazy with it. You don't have to. Just make a good-ass fucking racing game, man. Look at this baby Pikmin. Pikmin's great. I like Pikmin a lot. Pikmin is good game, yes. Very true, very true. You see much of a rigid view of things. Yeah, that's what I think it is. But the thing is, when he started and made all those games back then, like, he really did have a grand design that was very good. But it seems like he really wants to innovate on every single thing he does. And I can applaud the desire to make it so something new comes out. A new thing that really differentiates comes out. But it doesn't always work, as I'm sure you've seen with Star Fox Zero. That game probably killed Star Fox for good. It is a shame, but it's hard to really deny that. Alright. Hold on. Yam. No, no text? Someone's gonna eat her. Alright. I'm pretty sure from 4,000, yeah, you're gonna fucking murder, so. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna heal Batchy. Friendship. Alright. I don't have Bless, do I? No. I don't think anyone here has Bless. Wait, Lily's right here. I forgot. I forgot Lily is her partner. Okay. And I have Cheer on her already, yep. Alright, please kill. Spider yokai are nothing like normal spiders, huh? You're young, but do you get how great spiders are? There weren't many other things living in the basement of the mansion. They have lots of babies in their bellies. I guess I won't be getting much of a conversation out of you. Okay. This should do it. Fox and Starlink was neat, but I don't know anything about that game. It seemed like Nintendo had a pretty good partnership with Ubisoft and Rabbids and whatnot. It's just a shame that Ubisoft is Ubisoft. $8,893. Juicy. I love this little bastard. I do. Ugh, well, I guess I am up against the yokai stage. Yamame! Trying to stop for time against the surface yokai might not have been my best decision. You did well, but our teamwork pulled through in the end. You know, we've been ranting about the surface this and the underworld that, but none of that stuff matters to us. Here's the deal. It's the human's job to exterminate you if you do something nasty. Plus, I'd like this to be the last time we fight. Are you trying this again? You're wasting your breath. The rip between the surface and the underworld won't allow that sort of... Maybe, but you'll never know if you don't try. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you don't either. The future? You can say that, but have you ever considered what comes next? Fine, whatever, do what you like. We fought, you won, so I'm not going to get in the way of this investigation of yours or whatever. Thank you very much. In that case, we'd like to ask a few questions about the vengeful spirits. Which place in the underworld seems like it would have spirits popping out of it? No clue. All I know is that nothing strange has been happening around here. Vengeful spirits don't really hang out near the entrance anyway. Is that so? I suppose we'll need to proceed deeper then. And have you heard anything about any kind of spirit incident or about anyone manipulating the spirits? That's not ringing a bell either. How about you, Kasume? I don't know anything either, but if you want to know about the spirits, then you should ask someone in the Palace of Earth Spirits. They handle all the spirit management stuff. So it came to the Palace of Earth Spirits after all. We should get moving then. There's no time to relax. While we may have had a good reason, I'd still like to apologize to you for trespassing in the underworld. Cool. Yeah. Didn't I tell you to do whatever you want? Sounds like you were telling the truth about that spirit problem, too. It'll get even more dangerous up ahead. Good luck. Thanks for the warning. Shall we get going, then? So, yeah, Nitori and Wriggle really had to be a part of that, huh? Looks like they're gone. Those yokai weren't as bad as I expected. Roger. Those yokai weren't as bad as I expected. You too, Kasume. They were surface dwelt, yeah, but it didn't seem like they hated us or anything. The Firefly girl was talking like she wanted us to be better friends in the future. Her. As cheeky as she sounded, her eyes were serious. You could see them from across the canyon? I never thought I'd hear someone seriously talk about the future of the surface of the underworld. Maybe the surface yokai are a bit different from how they used to be. I don't know about that, but why don't we keep an eye on what they're up to? This is only the first floor of the underworld, after all. How exactly are they planning on resolving the spirit incident of theirs? Alright, not bad. Took a while. Phew, at least we made it through. Given who our opponent was, I'm worried that we brought back some germs. If anyone is feeling out of sorts, say so. I've mixed some basic medicine. Oh, how reliable. You really are a doctor. That's very reassuring, but everyone please wash your hands and rinse your mouths, just in case. My body is frail, so it would be a problem if I caught anything. You seem tougher than you claim, though. Still, I can't believe we got tag-teamed by a pair of yokai. The underworld doesn't mess around. Are we gonna keep having to fighting without rest from here on out? We're uninvited guests. You should be prepared for at least that much. But the underworld has seemed nicer than we heard. Yana even told us all sorts of things in the end. I heard there were nothing but bad news, but now that we fought, I'm wondering if there's more than that. Victoria, you look like you're thinking about something. Yeah, actually, I've lost a bit of confidence. How do you mean? It's true that the Earthspires have been a real pain to the Kappa. But after hearing Wriggle and Yuabe's conversation, I'm not so sure about leaving things like this. Is this really alright? You mean maybe it's better to forget the past and try to get along for the future? Yeah, exactly. I never even considered being friends with an Earth Spider before. On the other hand, that was because I was trying to follow the laws of the mountain to the letter. Your mom mentioned something about that too, about how even if a few people's attitudes changed, they still wouldn't be able to do anything. I'm sure it's precisely because she knows how deep the gulf between us is that she has no hopes of for relations with the surface. But did she really have to hate us for that? It's exactly these sorts of grassroots movements that plow the fields for the future. I understand your feelings, but please try to concentrate on resolving the incident. The problem between the surface and the underworld won't be solved by any kind of simple decision. My. Sounds like they're talking about complicated stuff again. Over there. Again. Yukari always gets like that whenever people bring up the underworld. It's like she's tense, like there's no room for fun and games here. It just goes to show how seriously she takes this, I'm sure. What if she's soured on all relations with the underworld? I mean, they've been giving her a pretty hard time. No, I'm sure that's not it. Lady Yuyuko? What exactly do you mean by that? Chad, I like how we can have a serious conversation in the game about relations, and you're over there posting Parsi transforming into Poutine, excited for the fact that next time I get to beat the shit out of her. This is you, on a good day. Alright? But that's okay, because Chen falls off her bike, and Tenchi Yamaro all over the chat. Self-proclaimed free thinkers when Chen fall off bike. She's making it pretty apparent that this underworld matter is troubling her deeply. Perhaps so, but if she truly didn't want them around, she would have shunted them off to the outside world. But she hasn't. I think that's because she considers the underworld still a part of Gensokyo. So she's being overly cautious with all this because she's concerned on their behalf. Then why doesn't she just say so? It's simple enough to understand. Then again, it is a habit of hers to try and take on tough problems all by herself. Yes, and that's why our best option here are being supportive and taking action from the sidelines. But it's Yukari we're talking about. What can we even do for her? I've never even thought about it. We're talking about rethinking our relationship with the underworld. I can't just leave it up to someone else. As part of the investigation, we have to stake in this relationship. Now that we're giving this some thought, isn't this an opportunity to see the relationship from both ends with our own eyes? If it is, sign me up. This humble reporter has her notepad ready to go. That's fine, but don't forget why we came down here in the first place. We're headed to the Palace of the Air Spirits next, right? Ask about the vengeful spirits? Oh, right. I wish we had a map. If that's the problem, then I can lead the way. The palace was that way, I think. So are we just, like, going through the capital here in this ship? Kaguya and Suika are mandatory. Yaboom. Okay, I'd like to bring Nazar in and show now, but I don't know who to bench. Flandre is one of my favorite units because her theme is really good, and I like the fact that she attacks things and does a bajillion damage. It is so good. But I don't know who to bench, because I like all my units. Hina's great. Moko's Moko. I like Aya and Miji. Yomu's awesome. Patchy is always helpful. I guess it's probably Mei-Ling and Sakuya. They're not bad, but as far as units go, they're just kind of like extras, you know? Like, Snai's a little bit of an extra too, I guess. Ruma's definitely not an extra. Rain was the main character. Raisin's awesome. Whereas as a main character as well. I think, chat, I think I'm gonna take these two off for now. Which is really shitty, because, like, I've used them for so long, and they're good. But Meiling's issue is I can't fucking get Meiling. I cannot get Meiling into range to do any of her attacks. And Sakuya pretty much relies on her special to dodge things, but her moves are also cool. But at the same time, I like Sho and Nazarene, and I want to use them because I know they're going to be good in the next game. But I feel like Sakuya and Meiling have pretty much capped out as far as units go. Like, they're not going to learn anything new. They're just going to be, like, solid units. Obviously, Meiling is a fucking crazy unit with great attack and defense and all that, but I don't know. I don't need to worry about strategy that much right now. I just get to use characters I like, so that's what I want to do. That's all. Oh, Belvedere! Come here, boy! Alright. 300 MP. Dude, I am fucking... Dude! Dude! She's not leaving the team. That's how you know she's not leaving the team. Ina. These are my points. They're going here. Oh, man. A little power upgrade for everyone. Well, not everyone, but some. Some. I have no points anymore. Okay. I can't afford. I can't afford. I can afford! Lily has become stronger than ever before. Alright. I think that's more or less okay. Alright, chat. That's it. So we'll be ready to start the next chapter pretty much right away next time, which is good. But for now, stream's over, go home. But get me out of here. So I think there's 4 chapters left, chat. So there's 4 chapters left. So I think Parsi and Yugi is gonna be combined. And then we'll have Satori, we'll have Orin, and we'll have Oku. And that'll be all of the chapters left. Because the former capital is going to be its own chapter with Yugi and Parsi, obviously. And then stage 4, 5, 6. And Koichi will show up in some capacity there. And then, chat, we'll take a break from Fantasy Maiden Wars. And at some point, I will play Dream. Because apparently I can do that with some translation. And that'll be really cool, because apparently Dream is insane. It's got tons of cool shit. And it'll be exciting to finish the series properly. Because I really like this game. I like the way... I really like the animations. And a big thing about this game that I really like is the way it tells the story of different events. Because it's not inherently comedic. It includes all the characters, and there's a serious tone to the majority of it. It's very good. So, right now, this is like a story playthrough, because while I know the events of Toho, the way this one is doing them is very intriguing. And I enjoy that a lot. Anyway, that's it, chat. Hope you enjoy it. There'll be more next week.